5. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places.
Going viral that way, this way.
Somewhere.
Thanks. My word of the day. I want to talk about my word of the day.
Okay.
It's called torque. It's such a cool word. It's spelled cool. It sounds cool. And it means so many cool things. Torque. You've heard the word torque?
Torque, right?
Yes.
The QU sounds like a K.
Yeah. Have you ever been torqued?
I don't know. I'm thinking of a wrench. You know, you torque, isn't it? You torque a wrench. You torque
you torque a bolt. Technically,
a
use
bolt.
a wrench to torque a bolt.
Yes, torque a bolt. So have I been torqued? I've never thought of it that way. No.
Never thought of it that way. All right.
No.
I was just torquing bolts, and the key to torquing is you can't. If you go too much, bad news.
Yeah.
Break the bulge. It's on my engine. Break the engine block. But
Right.
if you torque it too little, if you don't give it just enough pressure, no good either. Then it doesn't function.
It leaks.
Yeah. And what a great analogy for life. I was just thinking, like, how do we know we torque something enough, but not too much? Because I've been torqued. Come on, we've all been torqued. We've all been pushed too far. That's all I mean. We've been pushed too far.
Yes. Jack McFadden. Jack. I'll just call him Jack if he's watching this. Yes. Yeah. He torqued me. Yeah, he did. Yeah. 5th grade. I'm upset with him. We're on the bus. I'm like, meet you 3:00 out on the street in front of our house. Okay. Walk out. 5th grade. Come home. It's like 5 to 3. It's right across the street. Go out there. Wait.
Doesn't show up.
1 minute passed. He's not here. I'm out of here. I win. Come home. Walk in the door. My mom says, "Oh, Jack called." And he says he's sorry he couldn't fight you today. And I got in trouble. Yeah, he torqued me out.
You got in trouble for that, really?
Oh, yeah.
For sticking up for yourself.
Yeah. Now, when you say torqued, okay, I get it. When we're torqued, we get upset, mad, furious. Yeah.
Yeah. When we're over torqued, I would call that over torqued.
Okay.
We could be under torqued though too. Can you imagine a life of no stress, no pressure whatsoever? That would be terrible.
You think so?
Yeah, we would bleed out if there was no pressure, no stress, no nothing.
Okay,
stress is necessary.
I'm going to call it integrity. Okay, let's talk about life as having integrity. Okay, our skin has integrity; it holds us in. You know, our heart has integrity; it works. Okay, so that's the torque of life. I think of that integrity it holds. Now, if it's stress and anxiety, that's beyond torque. So torque is here, integrity is here. And then, torque and stress. And that is, granted, I know it helps us evolve as a species.
So there's a minimum amount of torque required for integrity. Because if you don't torque something enough, it falls apart. Like in a car, if you don't tighten those bolts enough, the car is going to rattle itself apart. So we're going to fall apart. So I think for integrity, like the way you're defining it, which I like, we've got just enough torque. So if we're stress-free, we're going to fall apart. We got to have just enough stress just to keep everything together, keep us focused, keep us alive. Otherwise, we fall apart. So we need torque. Torque is a great thing.
And you're talking about falling apart. We fall apart in so many ways. I mean, we fall apart emotionally, physically.
An arm could fall off, honestly. Like
that integrity of
your joints. Yeah, without skin, your bone will fall off.
So a friend of mine, I cannot remember who she was telling a story about this girl in high school. She would always end up never coming to class. She would find ways of getting out of tests. She just played the system. Okay. She ended up getting a job, high paying job, working for maybe a Forbes company. It just did well. And my friend went to like a reunion and saw her. And at the reunion, basically, my friend said to her, "How did you do this?" And she said, I taught myself at a very young age to not lose my cool. So this whole time she's putting herself into situations that are high torque, ready? High
Yeah.
stress. And she's coming out of them at the other end. Like, I can deal with this. I can hang on. I can do this. I'll find a way. And she would find a way to get through it.
So she never got over torqued.
She
That's
never
awesome.
did. And,
Yeah.
and in that emotional, or in that, in that emotional over torqueness, I mean, we live in a world that we're constantly doing this. We're staying balanced. How many friends do you know, or people you know, that are just like way up here all the time? They're like, oh my God, this and this and this and this. I mean, it's like, ooh, I'm out of the picture almost.
You're like swimming.
Yeah.
Well, the challenge though is if you're way up here a lot, you're going to be way down here a lot. It's the amplitude. You can't always be up here, but you can definitely have those big swings. Really happy,
Yeah.
really down. I
I
don't
think I
like
wanted
that.
to, I wanted to be down here. Yeah. It
Yeah.
is down here that they were like, oh my God, I'm allergic to this. Oh my God, my mom's killing me. My job's killing me. This is killing me. My brother and my sister don't talk to me. All this stuff happens. And this is life. It's how
Life is over torquing them.
Yeah, it is
Just a
over
little
torquing
too
though.
much. Yeah.
In this torque analogy, what is the wrench in this case? Is the wrench life? The wrench of life.
It could be the wrench of life. It could be the wrench of God. Some people would blame God for their ills. Like God, God's up there with a wrench on their head. They go, God, why? Why me, God? Right?
That's very Old Testament. That's very Old Testament.
Yeah. So,
Have you ever done that? Have you ever been like, why me? I mean, not to a deity, but just why me?
no, I've yelled at deities, but I've never, I've cursed deities, but I've never felt victimized per se. No.
Okay. So do you feel that when okay, yeah, you're right. It's you feel like a victim when it's like, why me? Why does it happen to me? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? I always, when someone comes to me like that, I'm like, who's the victim? Are you the victim? Who allowed you to be the victim?
Here's the question: are you the bolt or the wrench? I think that's the choice we can make. We could be the bolt or we could be the wrench. I want to be the wrench. I want to be doing torquing.
Yeah,
I want to be
the wrench is so much more active. It is. You're creating how much torque you want.
Yes. And you're creating bigger stuff. You're creating the machine. You need the wrench creates the machine. It uses bolts. So it uses the bolts or the dolts or whatever you want to call them. And it creates a machine out of it, something greater than itself.
The nuts too. It could be the nuts too. You get the bolts, you get the nuts.
Yeah. Well, you get some female bolts too.
What's that?
You get some female bolts. Maybe you don't need nuts. Not all bolts need nuts.
Okay. What would they be? They would be the nut that has the little plastic piece in the end so that it stops twisting.
Yeah. Some bolts just go in. They don't actually have nuts. They don't need a nut.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are screws, basically, right?
All right. Yeah, there you go. So you get the screws in the bolt.
Okay. Now, are you going to be the wrench? Or are you going to be the actual drill?
I want to be the power tool, whichever one. I don't care.
Yeah. The power tool is the drill. I'd go with the drill.
Drill?
Yeah.
Except you can't get into tight spaces. So I can't use a drill. I'm working on my engine. There is no way in hell am I getting under this rear engine car and figuring out how to get a power tool up there. However, little finesse, little wrench, little finesse, little torquing my body in the process. So far, so good.
We didn't get a chance to talk about the body, torquing the body.
No, that's called twerking. I think you're thinking of twerking, which is not the same as torquing. I guess you could torque your twerk.
Isn't that what twerking is? Twerking is torquing. It's torquing your bottom, right?
So twerking is torquing your tuchus.
I'd say so, yeah.
I like it. Torque the tuchus.
Torque the Turkis. So that is twerking. Oh man, this is a lot of T's.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of torque talking about this.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh. Twerking it.
Place is going
Viral.